Hi,
Hello again. Ron D. Carlson here with Intuitive Matters and
Gina Baker.
Mhm. Who is a spiritual counselor.
Yes.
And today we're doing another in the occasional series, Conversations with the Sage. So I've asked Gina if we can talk for a few minutes about.
Well, the thing is, Ron, we had so much fun last time. If you remember.
We absolutely
So
did.
that's why we're back.
That's why we're back. We absolutely had so much fun.
Yeah.
And it was very promotive for both of us as well. So we just happened to be running the video at the same time.
Right.
So a topic we've both been working on lately is showing up. And we wanted to take a couple minutes to talk about what does showing up mean and highlight how this is actually an absolutely vital aspect to become part of one's practice for a person that's trying to progress.
That's a lot, showing up.
It is.
And the biggest part is showing up for yourself, right?
That's right.
So for me, showing up first for myself, that gives me that platform that I can work with for showing up for others, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You come out from that.
I come out from that meaning,
That you need to show up for yourself
oh,
before you can really show up for others.
right. I mean, I show up for my family, for my friends,
Mhm.
to be productive in my daily, everyday life. Um, and I'm not talking about doing everything completely perfect. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying showing up, being on, tuned in, tapped in, on for yourself. And that's self care, taking care of yourself, taking a moment just to maybe you only have 5 minutes. Take 5 minutes for yourself to connect with your breath and so that you can be there for others.
In this scurrying, whirling, really noisy world, you know, instant all kinds of things, a person could easily view their day as having 20 different items on their to-do list. How might you advise someone to approach that, keeping in mind the importance of showing up?
Well, I kind of look at it this way. You have like a full landscape. So this landscape, this big picture of what you want to paint, and that being the results of you have in your mind, you know exactly what you want to accomplish, and that could be you may have a trillion cadillion things to do, but there's only so much time in the day. So if you have that full landscape and say you have 20 things that you want to get done, it's probably more practical to say, well, let's start with 5. So you get up in the morning and you set your intentions of what you want to accomplish for the day and just choose 5. And the top one that you choose out of the 5 would be doing something for yourself. So that is if you work out or if there's something that you want to do for yourself that day, maybe perhaps you're an artist and this is what's important to you and you just want to paint and you want to allot for that time. You can do that too as well. And then start working through the next 4 things that's going to get you to the top full picture of what you want to accomplish. And so you do this every day. You wake up in the morning and you just simply just set your intentions. And it's also really good to do that first thing in the morning and also start with a meditation so that you can call in support from spirit, support from whatever your support system is, whether it's God or whatever your belief system is. Call in that support so that you can have that, just so that you can feel supported throughout the day.
The energy for creativity, for well-being, for healing, doesn't just come from the bowl of granola over breakfast.
Yeah.
And sometimes we wonder why our internal batteries are running down
Mm-hmm.
when we think we can check off that we're eating healthy foods.
Mm-hmm.
but we're missing the real healthy energy that comes from this practice that you're talking about of setting an intention, setting intentions, and starting with at least one that is the person's alignment practice that brings in the recharge fuel.
Well, it's like taking off the oxygen mask, right? When we're on our plane and the flight attendant is prepping us for our flight, and she says, or he says, okay, the oxygen mask comes out. Make sure that you apply that oxygen mask on you before you put it on to others. And it's sort of the same thing. It's like, we are taking in breath,
Yeah.
right? Taking a moment for ourselves so that we can breathe for others and be there for others.
Yeah, that's right. And in looking at following through with the intention to show up, the three aspects that I've been noticing this week, the first one that you mentioned is you have to make the intention to do it. The second one is...
What is intention? Just in case no one really knows. I mean, what are intentions?
We could say, go look at the other YouTube.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But an intention is a statement that is crafted in a way that our inner systems can hear it. So it's present tense, and it reflects the state that we are becoming.
I like that.
In a specific way that's measurable, so that our soul and our semi-conscious can actually understand it. I am something.
Right.
As shown by something.
Right.
Right? So the first part is making an intention.
Right.
The second part of showing up is when the time and place arrives, actually being there, keeping the appointment.
Being present.
When that gets into the third part.
Okay.
Because I can physically show up for a coaching appointment. That if I race down the interstate at 70 miles an hour and I get there 1 minute before the appointment,
right,
I might physically be there, but mentally and emotionally I'm all over the place. I'm actually not present. So the third part in keeping the appointment, I think, is being present and being available. Yes. So I'm sufficiently noise free, I can actually engage with the other person and whatever else wants to show up.
Right.
Wow. Thank you for showing up today.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you for having me.
Let's do this again.
I would love that.
Bye for now.
Bye.